Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Should that every day.
I
We're our own Magic Kingdom opening song every single day.
need you to learn the dance though.
Yeah, this is the start of it.
They do
This is the
this
start
too.
of
They
it.
did they did like the train.
Yes, because they were on a train.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we should learn the choreography and then record it like TikTok style, where you have to just fit into a vertical space like this.
Perfect. That's perfect for me.
That's right up our alley, isn't it? Doing social media dances.
Uh-huh.
Any, anyway, hello, good morning. We made it to Friday. What has been going on? Anything?
No,
Working.
just working hard, preparing for Snowmageddon, working hard, trying
Mhm.
to get things wrapped up so I can just sit on the couch and watch it do its thing this weekend. What about you?
Mhm. Oh, the opposite. It's warm. American chef. It's the opposite. We just sit around with the doors open, but that's part of the reason that we're here.
Yeah.
So we have the nice weather. I have to admit that we do miss the cozy. We do
Mm,
miss the cozy a little bit, but it's only we're romanticizing it because you remember the fireplace and the cozy
yes.
times with the blankets, not driving in it
Nope.
and the losing
Clear.
electricity because we are from Texas where you lose electricity.
Yeah. Yes, and the clearing the driveway and the clearing the sidewalk and the dealing with the mud and the slush and the brown snow and the yellow snow for however long it takes for things to melt. Yeah,
Yeah, no bueno. So we miss the romanticized part of winter, not actual winter.
not actual winter. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. So we want to talk a little bit about some news stuff that happened in the last 24 hours. And then our main topic today is the worst park guests that
Mhm.
we encounter in the parks. I have a feeling a lot of people relate to these, but I'm just so this will just be relatable content, hopefully. And then if there's comments, then we will catch those at the end. So feel free to chime in, and we will check out your comment towards the end. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. So we're going to start with news. And I wanted to add something to what we had already talked about, which is there is new merch out. Have you
Oh,
seen it?
yes. No, I have not. Is it cute?
Okay. Let's look at it together because it is very interesting how everything old becomes new again. So this is they announced 4 different collections. So you can see in the cover photo here that there's
Yeah.
different styles. Do you see how retro they are?
They're so cute.
They're so retro. So they start over here with the storybook collection, which reminds me so much of the 80s merch, does it not?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, that's adorable.
All right.
Like a
So
little
it's
quarter
giving that.
zip.
Yep. And there's the little bag. Okay. So that sure kind of reminds me of the one I'm wearing today a little bit. I've
It
got like a
does.
bunch of stuff going on. But what's confusing me is that it's the pink castle.
It is, isn't
You know
it?
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Pink Castle was only the last like few years.
Mhm.
So it's not 80s retro.
Mm-mm.
It's currently still looks like that. But anyway, here is the best park day ever collection. Totally obsessed. Look at that little
That's fun.
the street vehicles there, Main Street vehicles. And then it says live happily ever after, front row seat, snack it up, meet and greet. Okay. Um, of course, the spirit
A spirit
jerseys. Wait,
jersey.
we've got some ears
Uh-huh.
and then a hoodie, and then the 4-part collection, which is kind of cute. I kind of like the line art.
Yeah.
Personally, see that?
I really like that.
Yeah, these are cute. I think if I
Very
was getting one, this
stylized.
and they have a magic band
Magic
there.
band's
Oh,
cute.
and they have the bag. I
I
don't like
have
the green bow.
I I'm hoping that that green matches the color that you can't just really tell in the picture because it's glittery, that maybe it matches it a little bit better because it kind of looks like it's matching some of the color there around Tower of Terror.
Maybe so. But I really like that line art a lot. And
Hmm.
then the
This
castle
is
collection.
this might be my favorite.
The castle?
Yeah, like I really like that line
Look
drawing
at
of the
that.
castle.
Do you see the gold foil?
Yes. I
The gold
love spirit
foil.
jerseys because I think they're cozy, but I don't usually buy them because when I buy stuff, I buy it to be able to wear it in the parks. And
Mm-hmm.
because I don't typically wear a bunch at home, but
Mm-hmm.
there are very few days of the year where you can wear a spirit jersey in the parks and be
Yeah.
comfortable.
This kind of bag is very cute. Do you
Uh-huh.
see? It looks kind of
Like a shopping bag. It's kind of a
linen-y. Yeah, but maybe with a little bit more structure.
uh-huh.
But it's very cute. And I don't remember seeing one like that before
Oh, look at him hydrating. You
with his
go.
cute. I love his water bottle. I need a bigger version of that. Um, anyway, so I wanted to mention that because I had just seen that merch had come out, and I wanted to hear your thoughts because some of it's very retro.
Yeah. And I love the idea of everything old being new again. I think that speaks to me inside my heart as somebody who is getting old, that there is hope that I too will be
We
new again.
we are new again. We are retro cool.
Yeah.
So fun for us. I just don't understand the pink castle thing, to be quite honest.
Well, here,
So,
if I had to guess, this stuff was probably designed before they decided to redo the castle and take it back to the
mhm.
gray. And so they went with the pink, and now it's just going to be out of place once they finish the repaint job of
Mhm.
Cinderella Castle.
You just know the people creating the merch were like, "Could you not have told us?"
Son of a yeah. Yeah, they were
There's just a
angry.
few people. There's just a few people at Disney that wanted to that have to make decisions.
Yeah.
The other news related thing there's is Animal Kingdom. Can you give
Yeah.
us a recap of what's going on there?
Well, there's been reports coming out about how Disney is reworking the luminescent pavement that was all throughout Pandora. And this stuff looked amazing right after the that section opened in the park. And it was so bright and pretty. And now it has been faded. And of course, Animal Kingdom is not open after dark very often. So you don't get many chances to see it. But it does make me kind of hopeful if they are working on it now that perhaps we're going to see the park staying open later, even if that doesn't happen until after Tropical Americas opens. It will be great to be able to
Mm-hmm.
enjoy Magic or Animal Kingdom after dark again.
Yeah, I think it is. It is a good thought that we will
Hmm.
get to do Animal Kingdom at night. We have a huge photo library of everything at Disney World, and I pulled up the Animal Kingdom nighttime shots just to kind of give you people an idea because there are lots of people that have never been to Animal Kingdom at night,
Yeah, yeah.
and it is really beautiful. We talked previously about the after hours, and we weren't like the
Hmm.
biggest fans of after hours just because there wasn't a lot to do, but seeing it at night was really nice.
Yeah, it was a big perk. It would be nice. My ultimate hope for this park is that we get Tropical Americas open, extend the park hours, and then we get a nighttime show back.
That would be amazing.
Hmm.
Has there ever been a nighttime show at Animal Kingdom that you really, really liked?
I like when they did the Jungle Book option, which was kind of a precursor to Rivers of Light.
I felt like you and I were the only ones that felt that way though.
I know.
And I felt like I really like this show. I tend to like when they condense the movies down to a
Hmm.
show that just captures like the highlights, the songs or whatever. And so I kind of liked that part of it. But I think the criticism was the water screens that they used weren't clear.
They weren't very clear.
They weren't
Which,
clear. So
if you've seen the ones for World of Color at Disneyland or California Adventure, it is amazing. And even the water screen for Phantasmic at both Disneyland and over at Hollywood Studios, I think those water screens work well. The one that they
mhm.
had for that did not work great. So I would agree with that.
But a water show or a drone show or something is perfect for Animal Kingdom
Hmm.
because they can't do fireworks with the animals. And so
Hmm.
it's like, okay, we know you can do a good job with World of Color. And we know that you've upgraded the screens at Phantasmic water
Hmm.
screens. So like maybe that same concept, because they obviously have the seating. They built a
Yes.
whole outdoor theater.
Yes. Yes. It's the perfect spot. I mean, we did have kite tails, and
Oh,
that was a huge success. If they could bring that back. But like, okay, so a drone show, I think, like you said, would be perfect. What would happen if one of the drones fell? Because sometimes they do that, they kind of crash, and it fell into like an animal area.
yes. Well, they often do the drone shows over water for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do fall, they fall into the water. So they would have to focus it around the water at Animal Kingdom, which is right in front of the seating space that
Yes.
they built
So you
there.
might be like this, like your neck is
Yeah,
jacked
straight up.
up.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I too, and I just want them to use the water. I was so excited when they started doing more cavalcades and things out there, because I
Yes.
was like, we all can see the water, like use it. And now
Yes.
they've kind of mostly taken all that stuff away. So it's
Yeah.
like, yes, please use it, because that really adds to the experience. But
Agreed.
also, I think with the addition of the new land that's being built right now, they're probably hoping that Animal Kingdom will be considered a more full day park,
Mm-hmm.
because most people will call it a half day park.
Yeah, us included.
Yeah, except we do live it at night.
Yeah. So
So
bring it
can it be a
bring it
half
back,
day?
Disney,
Can it be a half day in the PM?
please. I'm sure one of the people watching right now is Disney, and I'm really hopeful that they'll take what we've said and they'll make it
It's a
happen.
heart.
Make our dreams come true.
Yes. So anyway, that would be great if this little construction project they're doing is an indicator of more to come, because
Yeah.
I want more people to get to experience things that we have in the past. Anything else on news today?
No, it has been overall a pretty slow news week. So very thankful for that. Which kind of has me scared for the upcoming weeks. We'll see what happens.
Yes, you get your to-do list ready for the week, and you're like, oh, now it's changed because they
Mm-hmm.
made a complete change to the lighting lane system.
Yeah.
I don't want to manifest that.
Yeah, please just bite your tongue. We've been through that too many times in the past couple of years.
It's hard. It's hard work to update everything. All right, so you ready to move on to the worst park guess?
Let's do it.
So, as people who have spent a ton of time in the Disney parks, 20 years now, it feels like certain types of people have increased over time,
Mm-hmm.
and they affect the overall vibe of the crowds, or the parks. And I have, like, every trip, I feel like I can name the vibe of the trip. Like, oh, the people here right now are so rude. But, or
Mm-hmm.
the opposite. Oh, people are so kind this trip. Like, it really makes a
So
huge
chill.
difference. Yes, I really like it when everybody's kind,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't always work that way. So, would you like to start with the first people who are ruining the parks?
Yes. So I want to preface this by saying it's not all, but some live streamers can make it really difficult to enjoy the parks, especially special events like Mickey's Not So Scary or Mickey's Very Merry or Jollywood Nights. Sometimes the live streamers are a bit too much. And I know people love them. So,
Yeah, I see the appeal, because if you're not
mm-hmm.
there, it's fun to see what's going on. But when you are in the parks paying with a paying ticket, having them take over doesn't seem fair.
No, no. And we have seen live streamers with very, I don't want to say good behavior, that sounds like they're children, but we've seen them
Conscientious.
very conscientious about the guests around them and making sure not to ruin the experience. But we've also been on the opposite end of the spectrum of people who are not paying attention to the space around them and running into people and rushing to the front of everything. And it's just a lot when you have multiple people who are acting that way.
Character lines where they take 2 or 3 minutes because they are talking to the live audience. And it's like, yes, but there are dozens or hundreds of us standing here waiting to meet this character, and now we're waiting on you to get your like super chat money or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, that is so obnoxious. Just meet them like a normal person and
Yeah.
capture it, but don't monopolize. We were waiting for the Starlight Parade to begin over the summer, and there was a live streamer near us, and he was so kind. And I thought, if you're gonna watch a live streamer, listen for
Mm-hmm.
the ones that are being kind. Like, hey, once the parade starts, we're not gonna be able to talk anymore because we don't get to ruin everybody's trip. Like, that's what he said. And I was like, that's exactly it. And also, like, instead of holding the phone up and blocking everybody, he was very like eye level. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just going to stay in my space and be, that's how you do it.
Yeah, agreed.
All right. Next type of person in the park are people who wear inflammatory clothing items. You know, like you're coming in hot with a political message or a rude opinion or something like that. They're
Mm-hmm.
just like looking for a fight.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're here to have fun. And you came with boxing gloves on. Like, can you just have fun for a day without trying to start an argument?
Yeah. Yeah. It's I find it very obnoxious, and it's very much people want look at me like I don't get why you think a theme park is the appropriate place for that kind of attire. And sometimes it's not even like a political thing. Sometimes it's just it is a family park. Disney is known as being very family friendly. So, and the cast members don't always catch everything when people are coming in. I think Disney does do a good job of things that are way too over the top, things that use, swear words or whatever. But we've also seen people who've made it into the park. I don't know if they're changing. I don't know if cast members just miss it. Um, just don't do that at a Disney park.
Yeah. No bueno. Who's next?
Um, line cutters. Line cutters. And this one gets tricky because of all the changes with DAS and how things are working now, and being mindful that there are people who are legitimately following the rules, and uh, they're not cutting the line. They are operating within those new procedures that Disney has put into place. But then there are also people who are definitely cutting the line. And it's so frustrating to be standing in line, especially if it's a hot day and you've been waiting an hour, and then a group of 8 come past you who just want to join their party who's up ahead. If that
Yeah.
is your thing, man, why are you entering a line?
Just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait for your group. Yes. And this has become a much more common thing, but also it can vary depending on the time of year. So my theory is that summer and holiday crowds are more likely to be rude in general, including line cutting. And if you're listening to this, it doesn't include you. I'm assuming that the planners know what's up. But I had the Easter trip. Easter, if you don't already know, is one of the very busiest times to be at Disney World. And I was there on Easter week. And every single line that we got into, we were cut. Every single one. The one at the tap styles, the one waiting for early entry, the ones to get into nighttime shows, the ones to get into rides, every single time. So it's one thing if you see it once, you're like, fine. But patience, I try to be patient because I'm like, okay, it's not worth the trouble. But when it happens constantly where there's one person in front of you and now there's 10,
Yeah.
why is that okay? It's like, I felt like I was being pranked. It was happening so much. I was like, is this a thing? Like, how did this become a thing?
Yeah. It's very frustrating. Rude.
Yes, but if you, like Heather said, are part of the DAS system where you have to leave the line and come back, that's totally different. It's when one person's in line and a whole bunch of people join them that I feel like it's the most, because it really displaces the line and everyone has to kind of move around for them.
Yeah.
Next worst guests are people that talk out loud during the pre-show narrators.
Yeah.
This has always been a thing at Haunted Mansion. And what is so obnoxious about this is that for some people, a lot of people, it's their first trip.
Yes.
And so they don't want to hear you. They don't want to know that you know all the words.
It's not the flex you think it is.
No, say it to yourself. If that makes you feel better, just say it to yourself. But let everybody enjoy their time. But another place that it's super common is Cosmic Rewind. And people will just be talking and shouting out. They really need to do something about those pre-shows at Cosmic Rewind. It's gotten too nuts. like physically with the people squishing in, and then also just reciting the words.
Yeah. Yes.
Let people experience it for the first time, just like you did.
Yes. I want to talk a little bit about that, like that pre-show for there, and Haunted Mansion does the same thing. It's those spaces where there is no line. You're just supposed to start moving, and everybody starts moving in one direction, and it's very annoying when you have people who, I would say, they kind of ruin it too, as much as the people who are talking during the pre-shows, the ones who are pushing and pressing and trying to save themselves 20 seconds by getting in front, going from the back of the crowd to the front. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Who's next?
People who are mean to cast members.
And this is another thing that is on the rise.
Yeah.
If you'd like to read stories, there's entire communities online for cast members, like on Reddit, where they talk about it.
Yeah. It's amazing how entitled some people can act and how rude they can act to cast members, many of whom are poorly paid college students who are trying to get the experience of a lifetime, and while still providing a great vacation for families who are rightfully spending a lot of money, but that does not justify being an a-hole to people.
No. And what's so crazy is that, like, we aren't big complainers or like go to guest services all the time, but occasionally we've needed to. And I think they're always surprised when you're not a jerk. Because a lot of times they'll be like, I don't need anything. Like, I'm not asking you to like give me any freebies. I just need this thing like fixed, or I just want to let you know. And they're just like, oh. And it's amazing how nice they are when you're nice to them.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It doesn't take much to just be kind, be understanding, and not be rude and mean to the cast members.
Another group is people who get way too drunk in the parks, way too drunk, especially at Epcot. And full disclosure, we are drinkers. We will have drinks, not all around the world, but we will have some drinks and make a whole day of it when we've gotten our work done. It's kind of a little
it's a reward
treat. Yeah, if we get all of our work done before the end of the trip, we get a day to just go and have drinks and do whatever we want. So it's not that we're against drinking. It's the people that go there with the shirts on, I'm here to get drunk. And then it's like, yeah. And by 8 p.m., you are impossible to navigate around.
Yeah.
And like, I just think we got to keep it manageable.
Yeah. Know your limits. Definitely. No need to waste an entire day in the park and a very expensive park ticket if you can't even remember it when you're done.
No bueno. And again, I feel like this is all going back to, it is not just your trip.
Yeah.
It's other people's trip. So you don't get to like get drunk and make them uncomfortable or say something to them that you're going to regret or whatever. Like, stop.
Yes, agreed. So I think those were kind of like things that are from people who have this sense of entitlement. And then there's also things that I don't think they ruin a trip, but it's just people who are more oblivious to how what they're doing is going to interfere with other people. And one of my big pet peeves right now, and I'm not happy that I've seen it bleed into the Disney parks, is people who talk on speakerphone in public. I don't understand.
Speakerphone or FaceTime?
Yes. And
what's going on?
Yeah, put in some earbuds, my friends. You don't need to share your conversation with everybody, but I feel like there is a speakerphone pandemic, and I would like everybody to get vaccinated.
I guess, exactly. And I just don't get it. Like, if I was just, I mean, it's rare for you or I to ever be talking on the phone, but if I was ever talking on the phone, I would be so like trying to be quiet. And there's these people that are just like blasting it to the air. Like, does your mom know that we're all listening to her talk to you?
No. It's so weird. It's so weird. First of all, I don't trust any of my friends or family for me to be having a conversation with them on speakerphone for one of them to not say something that would cause me to blush just to make me blush.
Hmm.
Just how I do not trust myself to not say something that is
Hmm.
totally inappropriate if I was on a phone call with somebody. So how bold people are to just think that, or how nice it must be to have friends and family that aren't going to act a fool when you're talking to them on the phone in public. But it's just it's rude. Don't do it.
Yeah. And one more that's kind of along those lines is people filming things on an iPad.
Yes.
Like, what?
Yeah,
Why are we looking at your entire
they're just
screen?
holding it up.
Yes, please don't do that. Even holding phones up above your head is annoying because that's all everybody sees. If you can see it, put it at your eye level. But when it's an iPad, it's like, oh, now we have a screen that
Yeah.
you know how at concerts they set up screens so you can see different things on the stage. It feels like that. Oh,
It's
that's what the fireworks look like.
cool. Wish I
But I
could
can
see it
only
with my
see them.
eye.
Yes, I can only see it on your screen because now it's in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Get a proper
Please.
camera.
Or just use your phone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yes, don't do. Or if you're gonna do it, keep it at your eye level.
Eye level.
I don't want to see your screen. I want to see the fireworks.
Yeah, for real.
All right, is that our list? Is that good?
Yeah, I feel like maybe if we do this again, we should plan better and we should end on Fridays with happy things that make us happy instead of ending the week with things that are things that
Happy
tick us
things.
off.
Well, we could do things that made us happy this week. Next Friday,
Okay.
if you want.
Bet.
Yes, but also I feel better now to get this off chest.
To get it off your chest. It was like therapy.
Let's make sure we're all on the same page that we
Okay.
want to be conscientious when we're in a public place.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready? We're going to do some comments. We have multiple ones that have come in.
Okay.
Let me scroll. People who just stop in the middle of a path, move over to the side and figure out your next step, not in the middle of a walkway. That's a great one. That is the Goofy 1932 on YouTube said that.
Yeah, agreed.
So yes, I agree with that too. And when you're a planner and you kind of know where you're going, it can be frustrating because it's like, oh, these people just got here and they opened a map to try to figure out where to go. And so it's like, okay, well, at least up the side because some of us have sort of mapped out our path well in advance.
Yeah, we know where we're going.
That same person said, line skippers who are just catching up with their family, one person in line and 20 catching up. Yeah, that's just poor planning. And take your kid to the bathroom before you get in line, which is kind of what we were saying too. We don't need the whole fam catching up.
No, I will give grace for people that need to go to the bathroom. Like I will absolutely give grace, but I'm not going to believe that you just took your kid to the bathroom if 8 of you come back. Like that's a parent and a child, or even like if one adult, you have a bathroom emergency. I get it. We've all been there, but you don't need to take your whole group with you. So I don't believe that your whole group went to the bathroom and all came back together. I'm going to call you out.
Cast members do not get paid enough to put up with the amount of nonsense I've seen. Oh, wait, look. Oh, look. We can show it on the screen.
Look what you did.
Cast members do not get paid enough to put up with the amount of nonsense I've seen. They did not make the rules. That would be a multimillionaire in the corner office.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They absolutely do not. And Jessica says, holding your phone to your ear and alternating sides is functional fitness.
Good to know.
That's another way to look at it. And then one more before we wrap it up. It is Christine. If I want to rope drop Remy's and we are staying on property, but on a non-Skyliner resort, would taking a minivan to the International Gateway be a good option? Certainly you could. But may I just... Here's the thing I always get confused about when people ask questions about going to Remy's from the International Gateway. It's like, get a lightning lane. You know what I mean? Because the minivan's not going to be cheap. So you might want to consider just getting the lightning lane. But maybe this person tried to get a lightning lane and couldn't.
But yes, if you don't want to get a lightning lane, if you're like in a big group, it might make more sense to just pay for one minivan versus paying for, 6 lightning lanes for a family, like if you have a family of 6,
Yeah.
then yes, you can absolutely, that is the only way that I would ever suggest getting to the International Gateway if you're not staying there, is to take a minivan. They will be allowed in. You'll be able to zip on over to Remy's from there.
Yeah. Because if you take yourself or Uber or Lyft, they're going
Mhm.
to ask you, do you have a dining reservation? Do you have a hotel reservation? But minivans
Yep.
don't get asked that.
Nope.
So you can just go in if you want. The other option, if you take like a regular, like Uber, is you can go to the Swan or Dolphin and get dropped off there and then walk around. It's going to take you probably 10 minutes or something to
Mhm.
walk. But yeah, so you'll have to do the math though on buying the lightning lanes versus the minivan option.
Yeah.
Either will get you in the Remy's line without a long wait. I think that's it.
Yay.
I think that's it. We're going to be back Monday to talk about what's coming up the week ahead next week, and figure out what else. Maybe Disney will drop some news next week that we can talk about. Okay, we'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us this week.
Bye.